Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Fox. I am the film sector specialist for XpoNorth, and I am so excited to do a new video series called Spotlight. And our first spotlight is on Sean Grieve. Hi, Sean.
Hi.
Sean's one of my favorite emerging filmmakers in Scotland. He's done an amazing documentary about the North Coast 500, and he's here today to talk to us about his new project, Friends Like Pigs, which you can get involved in. Sean, can you tell us a little bit about what this project is?
Yeah. Friends Like Pigs is the next big indie comedy out of Scotland. It's an absurdist comedy about what happens when two polar opposites are forced to live together through a 30-day lockdown. And I started to write it a week before lockdown happened. I was actually sofa surfing at friends because my flat was under construction, because
No.
it's a long story. And I thought, wow, lockdown's happening. This is going to be so challenging, so difficult, so upsetting for many of us. And when we come out of this, we're gonna have to laugh, because if we're not laughing, we're crying. So about a week before lockdown came, I actually started to draft Friends Like Pigs, about the story about an overworked Parisian businessman who's trying to get back to Paris, to his failing civil partnership and his little daughter. He wants to see his little daughter. Lockdown is coming to Scotland, and he has to find a place to hunker down. He doesn't have any money, he's run out of cash, and he finds this country house, and inside is an egotistical yuppie artist who really doesn't want a flatmate.
It's such an original story, and I have to say, you have some materials online already. You're going to launch this on Indiegogo June 1st.
June 1st, yep, it's Tuesday.
Okay, so this is how you guys can get involved, which I'm really excited about. You have really some cool ways to get involved with the film project. You have an Oscar award-winning producer, is that right?
Yeah, we have an Oscar award-winning executive producer, Gareth Unwin. At the time of writing Friends Like Pigs, I was being mentored by Gareth through Screen Skills. And when I finished the draft, I sent it to Gareth and he read it and he agreed to executive produce the project. So that means that as we go through the process of making Friends Like Pigs, from the very high levels up there, Gareth can just point and poke and prod us in the right direction, so we're never going to make a bad mistake. So that's really helpful.
That's
And
amazing.
thanks, yeah.
That's amazing.
And we decided to. You're right. We are launching it on Indiegogo, and the reason we're launching it on Indiegogo is because I personally would love to launch it on Indiegogo, because lockdown is something that we've all been through,
Yeah.
and I think that we've just endured over a year
Mm.
of this invisible force basically bullying us
Yeah.
into isolating and being in close proximity with those that we love and now may no longer love, but now we're back to loving them. But we've all been through it, and it's been challenging for a lot of us. And so the reason we're launching it on Indiegogo is to give people the chance to have the last laugh over lockdown. By being part of this project, they can say, I choose to laugh about lockdown. I choose to get over it. And when I look back on 2020, I'm not going to think about all the bad times. I'm going to think about the funny times. So that's what I think this Indiegogo campaign represents.
I love that. I think that's really great. It's also really good filmmaking. I don't know how you did the trailer that you did, but can you tell us a little bit about the actors? Because they're really engaging.
Thanks. The actors are excellent, yeah. Alain Bayer, the French actor, the French businessman, is from Brittany, and he moved to London uh, and pursued acting. So he's been acting for over 20 years. He's been in something like over 150 commercials. He's been in a couple of feature films. He is perfect for this film. I found him online and I
It's
added him.
really.
Yeah, I added him on Facebook. And at first, he was a little bit dismissive. I think he's like, "Who is this guy? This random guy?" And then I sent him the script and said, "I'd love you to play the part," and he loved it. And
Oh,
since then, obviously, we've done read-throughs. We've done a couple of photo shoots. We've also filmed the trailer as proof of concept of the idea, so people can get a sense of what the film's going to be like. And you can see Alan just naturally
he's awesome.
goes into that character. He's just so natural at playing that character. And Toby is in his mid-20s. Toby studied acting. He's also lived in America. He's lived in Paris. He's lived in Scotland. He's been all over the place. He's got a very wide range of cultural input. And
Yeah.
I actually wrote Friends Like Pigs for Toby.
Wow.
But I didn't write it for him, but I wrote to Friends Like Pigs with Toby in mind because I thought Toby is just the perfect character to play this role. So the great thing is, Toby is so good at playing the part, not only because he's a like excellent actor,
Yeah.
but also because it's so close to his own personality. So.
Oh, that's amazing, Sean. So, okay, we are running out of time, so I just want to make sure. Can you tell us a little bit about if we wanted to get involved via Indiegogo for people who've never done it before? How do we do that?
So IndieGogo gives the opportunity for anybody to be part of something that they want to see created, whether it's technology or a game, or in this case, a film. So if you would like to get involved, you can contribute as little as £25 to the total budget of £100,000. And that means that you get a digital download of the film. But we have perks ranging from £25 all the way up to goodness knows what.
That's
So
amazing. That's a really cool way to distribute it. So can I ask for folks who are wondering, because there's so many avenues in Scotland, there's Creative Scotland funding, there's private financing that you can get. Why does Indiegogo appeal to you?
well, like I said, Indiegogo appeals to me because it gives people the chance to be part of this film. I think this is a really relevant film, and it gives people the chance to say, I choose to get over lockdown. And when I think of 2020, I'm going to think of the funny moments. It's not going to beat me. It's not going to beat me. So we launch on Indiegogo on Tuesday, June 1st, and that campaign will run for 21 days, and it will end when Boris Johnson said that he would lift lockdown, June 23rd. So there's 3 weeks.
That's so great. I love that symbolism. And okay, so I have no doubt you're going to get the funding that you need to do this. So if I put my £25 in, when can I see the film? How long is it going to take to get this done, do you think?
Making a film takes a long time. So when the campaign finishes on June 21st, providing we've raised the money, we'll actually film in November.
Brilliant. Okay.
Then we'll edit the film through the winter, and by early spring, the film will actually be finished. So by around March 2022, the film will be finished, and at that point, we'll start sending it to film markets and film festivals, and you'll get to see a copy of the film as well.
That's so exciting. Sean, you're so talented. I cannot wait to see your next film. I feel like you're a very strong voice in the new wave of Scottish storytelling as well. So I'm going to be first in line. I cannot wait. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.